And we're back. So guys, this is my first day off in a hell of a long time, which is good. That means I'm making money. But yeah, so the big cliffhanger I kind of alluded to last clip, or last couple video clips, was my game plan, and I mentioned it early on in my prepping videos. Prepping for the future and future plans on my YouTube channel. My main plan is to relocate. I want to relocate long term out of the city, find a little country property. Does not have to be a farm whatsoever, but out in the country, a house with no close neighbors. I know that's hard to come by nowadays, but it'll allow me the freedom to do my little off-grid thing, restart my off-grid project. Now, the reasoning for doing that is, one, the cities are basically turning into hellholes, and everybody knows as a prepper, you don't want to really be in the city when shit hits the fan. And basically we've been living in a shit hit the fan for 2 years now, thanks to the bonehead administration. And I am completely baffled why China is not a crater right now. But then again, they are controlling a lot of puppets up in the government. World Health Organization, the UN, the bonehead administration, obviously. My country, in Canada, Mr. China File Trudeau. It's ridiculous, guys. We got a lot going on, and it's kind of been a nightmare that I lost the tiny house at this particular time, because I was just getting it bundled in, getting a lot done on it, and then I had to end up having to move it and finally having to sell it because I just don't have the property for the tiny house. And that's my story. That's been my story from the start. It's been quite a pain. And I've told friends and stuff, I'm like, guys, I told them when I started the YouTube channel, actually, get off the grid, get a tiny house, and look at us now, guys. Fast forward to the bonehead administration. We have the crappiest government running things, and both of our countries are being run to the ground. When I talk about America, I'm talking about Canada too, because basically they're in the same bed together with China. Home prices out of this world, ridiculous. Land prices just the same. Apartment, good luck. Most people can barely just pay their rent. Wages slowly going up, but decades behind where they should be. Inflation on the rise worldwide because the governments are purposely cratering everything to, make China the new superpower. However, China's got some other issues going on that are pretty major, and that will be affecting us shortly into the new year. Okay? So what's going on is China has this company called Evergrande, or Evergrande, I should say. And sorry about the noise, guys. Somebody's leaf blowing over here. But this company basically went defunct, and they got their hands into so much crap that it's going to make the 2008 housing market crash that happened in the States look pretty tame. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. You're going to hear about a lot of shit going down the river here shortly, guys, so just hang in there. But look that up, the Evergrande Chinese corporation or whatever. Look it up for yourselves. Just don't believe me. And guys, it's gonna get super scary. Now, one thing I gotta say is I still have all my prepping gear other than my solar panels, my lithium batteries, and that stuff that came with the tiny house or was installed in the tiny house. But I do have a lot of things for the future. So I have a lot of switches, I have a lot of inverters, I have a lot of heavy gauge wire as well, and I know I have the know-how now thanks to some good buddies online, Graham and High Tech I-18 and others, kind of teaching me as I went the solar electricity aspect. And then there's plenty more than that. There's all my Patreon members, past, future, and present. Sorry about the wind, guys. But that is going on and going down. And it's pretty wild stuff. So it's quite a predicament I'm in because I just lost my off-grid kind of retirement setup / bug out cabin, and it is what it is, guys. You gotta have your own property or you're SOL from the start. So getting land is the biggest thing. Getting rural land where nobody bugs you is the thing. Having land with a well on it or a stream running through it, bonus, huge bonus. You guys know all the prepping things you got to look for, so I shouldn't really have to tell you these things, but it is what it is. So that's what's going on, and it's a whole lot. All right. So I recently posted a video about dandelion root or dandelion leaf extract, and actually there is some truth to that, because when my dad was going through cancer, we tried a lot of stuff: dandelion root tea, licorice root tea, and I still have a lot of, we went through all of the dandelion root tea already, but I do have a lot of the licorice root tea still put back, and I've been drinking that. But the thing with licorice root, guys, and licorice in general, is you don't want to take too much of it, because there is a downside effect. I know there's quite a few stories I've seen, people overeating licorice and then they end up in the hospital. So, you know, you want to pace that out. But what I did, I ordered on Amazon some organic dandelion leaf extract pills, pill form, as well as loose leaf organic dandelion leaves for tea that I can make, because I figure what's going to happen is everybody is going to have to eventually get this Rona, get over it themselves. And how you do that, stay out of the hospital. So if you can treat yourself at home with, you know, the wealth of knowledge that I've been putting out there, and everybody else has been putting out there, you know, horse paste, aka ivermectin, hydrochloroquine, which is Canada Dry Tonic Water, and I'm going to try this dandelion leaf extract as well. It's supposedly supposed to stop the spike protein from attaching to your cells. It just kind of bats it away, or gives it a little shield, a barrier. So that is the plan. I'm going to try that along with everything else I have. And then I have colloidal silver as well. So I'm going to do a variety of stuff, which is basically throw the kitchen sink at it. I will not be doing the antibodies because we can't get those here in Canada, as far as I know. So, yeah. And, you know, it's not good. It's not a good situation. My dad recently had a urinary tract infection, which he's already seen the doctor for, and they give him some antibiotics for. He's been sucking back cranberry juice as well, and I found a nice cranberry extract for him, and yeah, it seems to be helping him quite a bit. But the thing is, with everything going on, it took like 2 weeks to get in to see the family doctor, and that's kind of unheard of. And he actually didn't even see our family doctor. He saw our doctor has a daughter who is also a certified doctor. He had to see her because our family doctor was so booked up, and his wife's a doctor as well. And they were so booked up, guys, with all the after effects going on of you know what going around, and you know those jabs going around, that yeah, things are not looking good. I really have high praise for all the healthcare workers, but I'm still not convinced on this jab whatsoever. It is kind of insane, and it's pretty funny how many people who actually fell for this, and once it's in you guys, it's permanent. There's no on-off switch for it. Sorry to say. So yeah, so basically I'm gonna go the natural immunity route. I'm gonna beat this thing, but I'm gonna throw the kitchen sink at it with, you know, hydrochloroquine, ivermectin, dandelion leaf tea extract, whatever, super supplement vitamins, all that fun stuff, you know, zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D, all that stuff. And I watched I follow Dr. Group on YouTube, and he's really good, and he did a recent interview talking to another doctor, and they were talking about how, just a second, they were talking about how the vitamin D that's currently recommended is so low and subpar that no wonder there's all kinds of issues going on. So this doctor kind of experimented on himself and found out a whole bunch of stuff that he was taking, like, I don't know the actual numbers, but he was taking like 10 times the amount of vitamin D that they're recommending, the standard. And now his only warning with that is you have to take magnesium supplements with high vitamin D supplements, because they go hand in hand, and if you don't have enough magnesium when you're taking high vitamin D, then it's going to lead to other health issues. So just remember that, guys, if you are going to try that. Just crank up your magnesium intake. I'm no healthcare professional, whatever. Do your own research. It's at your own risk. Blah, blah, blah. To see all my live daily content, become a Patreon member. Click on the link on my YouTube channel at the Off-Grid Tiny House. Click on support this channel. It'll take you to the Off-Grid Tiny House page on Patreon, or you can just Google it. Sign up and join in. Thank you.